friends from IRM during my time. Atul Jarial is also here. So thanks Atul for referring me to Tarjani ma'am so that we could host this talk series today. And also, I'll thank my friends Ashutosh Sinha sir, who is 2 years senior to me, and my batchmate Priyesh Raj, who is also here in this session, for their encouragement. Students, good afternoon. I hope you guys are all, eager to understand more about insurance industry today, right?
Sir, if I can take a permission from you, sir, we have an anchor also who would like to introduce you to the other audience as well. So,
okay. Sure, please go ahead.
Success isn't overnight. It's when every day you get a little better than before. It adds up. A very good afternoon to respected Director FMS IRM, Dr. Jessie John ma'am, Deputy Director FMS IRM, Dr. Tarjani Goel ma'am, our prestigious Chief Speaker, Mr. Samrat Ghosh, Associate Vice President, SME Digital at ICICI Lombard, all the talented faculty members and my fellow mates. I, Tanvi Gupta, a PGDBM student of FMS IRM, would like to extend my heartiest welcome to you all in the Alumni Talk Series, Rendezvous. FMS IRM is ranked a triple plus among India's top B schools and first among the best B schools of Rajasthan. FMS IRM has a proud legacy of advancing the careers of students and transforming organizations toward a better tomorrow. It is indeed my great pleasure to welcome among us the alumni of this institution. Alumni Talk Series is a program run under the Alumni Association of FMS IRM, in which we wholeheartedly welcome our reputed alumni to connect and share their valuable views with us. It will be my pleasure to introduce an eminent senior of mine. Not only it is a moment of happiness and nostalgia for us, but also an opportunity to reflect on our learnings and achievements. A sales and marketing professional with 19 years of experience, head SME Digital and avid quizzer. Yes, I'm talking about our guest of the day, Mr. Samrat Ghosh. In the present role at ICICI Lombard, he is head at SME Digital, where he manages a new and only website presently in India, completely catering to SME segment. He has hosted numerous quizzes as a quiz master across India. He is also a guest faculty in digital marketing and insurance management at MISB Bocconi Management Institute, Mumbai, NITTIE Mumbai, Don Bosco Institute of Management, Guwahati, Department of Management Studies, Assam University. Now, I would like to invite respected Deputy Director FMS IRM, Dr. Tarjani Goel ma'am, for official welcome of our chief guest.
Thank you so much, Tanvi.
Thank you, ma'am.
I hope I'm perfectly audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good afternoon to everyone, and especially I must initiate by saying thanks to you, sir, for accepting our invitation. I heartily welcome our guest of the day, Mr. Samrat Ghosh, sir, on behalf of FMS IRM, to this prestigious moment when actually we have an alumnus who has reached the helm of the affairs of the company, and in spite of his busy schedule, he's been managing things during this COVID times. He didn't hesitate and has taken up and instantly agreed upon to, after looking at the program where his alma mater is calling him. Basically, this platform gives the young managers a time where they can celebrate the achievement of their own alumnus. He can refresh upon his old memories, certainly with his friends here, if they are here as well with him. And we also give a platform to the students to create new relationship with these kinds of alumni. We'll look forward for an interactive session with you and students, sir. I welcome once again you to your own home, to your own place, and we would look forward for your visit when the things get eased out. Once again, welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tarjani ma'am.
Tanvi, over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to request our chief guest to carry forward the session.
Okay. Thank you, Tanvi, for the lovely introduction, and thank you, ma'am, Tajani, ma'am, for welcoming me. As I was saying initially, that I'd like to thank Atul Jarial, my immediate junior at IRM, who has been a close friend since last 20 years, for referring me for this talk series. And I also thank Mr. Ashutosh Sinha, who has been 2 years senior to me at IRM, and Priyesh Raj, my batchmate, for encouraging me. And these two people are there, I guess, in this Zoom call now. So good afternoon, students. I hope you all are eager to know more about insurance industry and the opportunities. As a insurance as an opportunity, a career opportunity for you all. So I will talk. I won't talk in details about insurance industry. I will try to give you some brief snippets about insurance industry, how it has evolved over the years, and what are the trends which is there in the insurance industry at present, the size of the market to understand the opportunities in insurance, and how digital has played a role in what insurance industry is today. So I'll start off with the presentation. So if somebody can help me out, display the presentation, it will be great.
Sir, is it visible?
Yes, sir. Rustam, sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. I am there with you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for helping me out with the presentation.
Always, sir.
Okay, insurance is as old as 5,000 years. If you study insurance history, insurance started during Alexander's time. So the concept of insurance, the modern insurance started in around 13th or 14th century in Lloyd's in England. So Lloyd's in England is very famous for insurance, and Lloyd's is one of the oldest insurance company present today. So I won't talk much about the great history of insurance, but what I will talk about is about the immediate history of insurance sector in India. So if you can just put in the next slide, the first slide, yeah. So as you know, insurance industry is regulated. So IRDA is the regulator for the insurance industry, and IRDA was set up in 1999, and in 2000, April 2000, IRDA Act was promulgated in the Parliament and came into being. And post privatization of insurance industry in 2000. Before that, there were only one life insurance company, that is LICI, or Life Insurance Corporation of India, and we had around 4 general insurance company, which is Oriental Insurance Company, New India Insurance Company, General Insurance Company, and New India Insurance Company. These are the 4 general insurance companies which we had. So this was all it till 2000. Post April 2000, when IRDA was set up, so insurance industry was opened up, it was privatized, and we saw so many insurance company coming and applying for license. Now I'll tell you about how many number of insurance company we have in the country right now in our next slide. But before that, I'll also try to tell you about what has happened in last 20 years in insurance. Now, as you know, insurance was primarily sold through a distribution model, which is agency distribution model, where individual people can become an agent as per certain guidelines prescribed by insurance companies. If they fall under the guidelines, they are accepted as agents to sell insurance. Now, when IRDA came into being, they started a new process of licensing agents, so that agents who sell insurance are given license by IRDA to sell insurance, provided they pass their exam. There is a simple exam which takes place, conducted by Insurance Institute of India. So after that, we saw private insurance company coming in and breaking the monopoly of LIC and other general insurance company. Distribution was challenging for them in the agency model. So they started focusing tie up with banks, which is also known as bank assurance model of distribution. If you look at the immediate history of bank assurance distribution started. First time it was there with the BNP Paribas. It's a French-based bank, and they had an insurance company called Cardiff Insurance. So Cardiff tied up with the branches of BNP Paribas across France and started distributing insurance to bank branches. So that's the start of bank assurance in early 70s in the European market. That's how Indian insurance private insurers also started taking a cue out of Cardiff's book and started tying up with various banks across the country. And if you look at most of the insurance companies which applied for license and got insurance companies license are primarily banks. So be it ICICI or HDFC or Kotak. So these are all primarily big banks or big business conglomerates like Aditya Birla Group or Tata Group, to name a few. So, one of the important trends which you saw in insurance in early 2000 or mid 2000 is the emergence of bank assurance as a distribution channel. And we also saw, certain, market changes. We had global turmoil in 2008, 2009, after which we saw, the product distribution in insurance started, taking the change in the distribution started taking place. We saw companies focusing on digitization or started, selling to the digital medium or onboarding customer in a not in a traditional format, but in a digital format. That's how the initial digitization started. These are the basic trends or the few, immediate history of insurance in India in last 20 years. And coming to the next slide, which talks about, early trends in digitization. Now we have seen there has been a digital transformation in the insurance industry, but how this transformation took place, right? Today you can buy, insurance on the go in a seamless manner in various insurance companies' website or various distribution company like Policy Bazaars of the world. They are not insurance company, but they are distribution or as you call agents of insurance company. So they are called web aggregators. The technical terminology which they use is web aggregators, where they show the pricing of various insurance company or features of various insurance company basis your likings. You choose and pick any insurance company and buy it from the platform. So this was not so. This journey of Policy Bazaar or various insurance company who sell insurance were not so easy. The knowledge was limited in terms of digital, transformation, and how you have to make it customer savvy, or how you want to make it more, seamless in giving customers a better experience. Insurance company didn't have any idea because they are not tech companies. They are basically insurance companies. They understand how to write insurance products or underwrite an insurance product and sell it. So insurance is nothing but a risk or taking the risk of that person or that object for which it is getting insured. So it's more about risk management. So they didn't have much of an idea of how to bring in seamlessness, how to bring in customer better, user interface or better experience in their website. What they did initially was converting a normal physical form into digital form. That was the start or the initial trends in digitalization. So companies thought, let us convert the physical form of 8-9 pages, because life insurance or general insurance policy forms or for enrolling customers were very tedious. It was long, where you have to fill up a lot of pages of information, plus you have to give a lot of documents to identify yourself as per KYC, and then your policy is to get issued. So the insurance company initially started focusing on digital for getting the physical forms into digital format. Then came certain transformation in India's overall economy and Indian market, where we saw emergence of a lot of e-commerce players. Flipkart started in 2007, Amazon came in 2013, Snapdeal started around 2008-9 around, and a lot of other insurance lot of other e-commerce company also came in. So this company brought a lot of behavioral changes in the Indian market. Plus, they also brought in a lot of technological changes in the online buying process. Plus, they have brought in exemplary customer service. Plus, seamless, customer experience and user interface in their apps. So insurance company took a leaf out of that, and they also tried to, do something in their website and in their, buying journey to bring in a lot of, seamlessness by changing, the user interface, the customer journeys, and converting the digital form, which was, too long, into simple clicks. So that was the initial trends which took place in the digital transformation in the insurance industry. Then, if you look at the market size of insurance, so presently it's roughly around $180 billion. Sir, if you can go to the next slide. So $180 billion is the roughly the insurance market size as on 2020. It's a bit dated figure which I'm quoting now. And as on March 31st, 2021, there are 57 insurance companies across life insurance, general insurance, and health insurance put together. So out of which there are 24 life insurance company and 33 general insurance or non-life insurance companies. And digital or the digital business in insurance constitutes roughly around 2% of the overall insurance market. That's how the size of the insurance industry is all about. Now, if you convert it to Indian rupees, so roughly around it will be around 3,15,000 crore rupees is the overall insurance market size, out of which digital will constitute, if you look at pure digital, will constitute roughly around 2,000 crores market. That's the size of the insurance industry as per Indian rupees. So there's a huge opportunity, and insurance constitute just 3.5% of the GDP. When insurance was privatized before 2000, the insurance penetration or contribution towards the GDP of the country were less than 5%, 0.5%. It has gone to 3.5% to 4% now, and insurance penetration, including all the government initiative, it's pegged around 15%. But realistically, if you look at individual policies, it should not be more than 6 to 6.7 or 7%. So that's the penetration level of insurance. So there is a huge opportunity for insurance in India. So coming to the next slide, which talks about the opportunities of insurance in the online space, which our discussion today is about knowing insurance industry and how insurance industry can be, the potential of insurance industry can be tapped in the online space. So as you know, there has been a general shift of the Indian working class, and we are one of the youngest working population across the globe, and the PG which we have working population PG is around 25 to 35 years old, and that constitutes around 60% of the overall working population of our country. So there's a huge potential, of insurance, because young people are driving a lot of insurance demand in the online space, because they are used to buying things online. Plus, their focus is on no frills insurance policy, because of which we see a trend in life insurance, especially buying a lot of term insurance or plain vanilla insurance, which is which is called pure term insurance. So where we saw millennials focusing on those products, and since last 5 years we have seen how the market has changed from an traditional or an unique product to focusing on true plain vanilla life cover, which is term insurance. because youngsters prefer less advice. They want to understand product in their own terms, which is explained in the company's website or any platform, and they buy it simply. So because of which this behavior, a lot of demand is getting created for the insurance in the online space. Now, if you look at the present pandemic, which is there since last one year, so this has also driven distribution of insurance in the online space. Even the physical distributors like banks or say agents or say brokers, even they are not able to meet up clients to explain the product, right? Even they are also using digital medium to reach out to the customers. Either they are having their own, creating their own platforms, or they are seeking help from the insurance company to give them a platform, offer them a platform so that they can sell it to their clients, explain the product, and sell insurance. Plus, now the young PG, or the PG is a term which we use in the marketing for a target audience. So this PG is digital savvy, hence they are driving digital distribution. So those are the basic reasons because of which there is a huge opportunity for insurance in the online space. Now, if you go to the next slide, so it talks about how to expand in the digital space. Now, an insurance company, if they want to digitalize or sell insurance in the digital platform, now they also want to know how big is the space, how big is the opportunity, and how they can expand. Now, in bank insurance model, the more the number of tie-ups you have with the bank, so more enhanced distribution you have. Similarly, in agency model, more the number of agents you have, more enhanced distribution you have. Now, here in digital space, how you can increase your digital distribution. One is getting your website robust and responsive website which runs well or seamlessly both in desktop and mobile, and provide omni-channel service, which is offline and online service both, so that you can service the client. Now, bringing those set of target audience to your website or to your mobile website is to reach out through various digital activities or digital marketing and social media activities, right? So this is a traditional marketing or traditional way of reaching out to the customers, but or bringing the customers in the digital front. Now, how do you expand more other than your website business in the digital space? That's where the main challenge is. And if insurance company are able to solve this puzzle, then insurance can be sold on the go digitally in any of the transactions. So we see web of e-commerce company and digital companies coming up, right? We see startups coming up in India, every year. And every year since last 3 years, we have seen startups valuation going up billion. They are becoming unicorns, which means they are giving billion-dollar valuations. So this year already we have seven startups which has already become unicorns. So now, if this entire web of digital companies wherein people transact, be it PhonePe or say Flipkart or say Amazon or Lenskart or BharatPe. So we'll see a lot of startups in various segments, in e-commerce segment, in edutech segment, in food tech segment, in travel tech segment. So Ola, Uber will be in the travel tech segment. Byju's, Vedantu could be in the edutech segment. BharatPe, Amazon Pay, or PhonePe are a part of the fintech segment. So it's a whole system of network of ecosystem which is getting created. And if insurance company are able to create partnership opportunities or expand the distribution through this mediums, then the overall distribution of digital ecosystem will expand, and this will help insurance industry to expand in the digital medium. So digitize existing, if we can change the, or digitize the existing distribution channel, like bank assurance channel. If I can, digitize the process, giving a customer a link or an opportunity to buy insurance in the bank app itself, because any banking customer will have their bank app, mobile app they will be using. If insurance company are present in that bank app, so customer can buy it. So this is basically digitizing the existing distribution channel. Similarly, if an agent is given a platform wherein he can share this platform to the customer to explain the product, and wherein there is a payment option of the customer can do the payment and submit the documents online. So this also serves the purpose of the agent to sell insurance in the digital medium. And the final option which the other insurance company has is to create partnership opportunities in the digital ecosystem which I was talking about. So these are the ways through which insurance can be expanded in the digital space. Now this also calls for a huge career opportunity for all youngsters or young managers who are eager to join the corporate world within the next couple of months. Because there is an opportunity in various segments. Now, if you look at the career opportunity which we have in the insurance segment, it's Rustam sir, if you can go to the next slide, so you'll understand this expansion of insurance business in the digital space is creating career opportunities for professionals, young professionals like you in the insurance industry. And I will suggest and I will always try to guide people in insurance industry who wants to make a career out of insurance, because I was one of the few members of our batch who started in insurance and still stay put in insurance since last 19 years. So insurance is I've seen huge level of growth in my career in insurance, plus huge opportunity to learn from the industry stalwarts, as well as knowing a lot of people in the financial service industry because of my stint in insurance. Now, if you look at the career opportunity, now earlier, during our time, it was only into physical distribution. Either you become an agency manager like, development officer of LIC, or a general insurance company where you go and meet people, try to make them agents under you and train them and try to sell insurance to them. So that was the only option for us as a career in insurance when we joined in 2003, 2004, when insurance was, privatization of insurance or insurance industry was nascent in this country. But now, if you look at it, it's more evolved. Distribution channels has evolved. Agency channel or tied agency, which is the prominent distribution channel for insurance in India, this has taken a paradigm shift. Now, bank assurance is one of the primary and the most important channel for any insurance companies. Now, if you look at all private insurance companies, so bank assurance would be the strongest channel for most of the private insurance companies. And bank assurance constitutes nearly 60 to 70% of overall business. And in certain companies, it can be up to 80%. Because agency business or agency distribution is shrinking. Now, digital distribution is improving. So what are the opportunities in digital insurance is into product management, wherein how to bring in product or what sort of product you want to bring in, as a category manager or as a product manager in your website, which will sell, as well as you have to track the performance of the product which you have made it live in your website. It's exactly like how a product manager at Flipkart or Amazon manages their product. So, for example, Flipkart, brings a new product, for example, a mobile phone of a particular brand. So, product manager of the mobile phone category will see which brand of mobile phone is doing good, or which model of mobile phone is doing good, or which price segment is doing good. Basis that you will try to tweak, use microeconomic models, as well as marketing mix to enhance customer experience and entice a customer to purchase. Now, a moment you'll say, for example, few of them would be like giving a discount for just 2 hours, or special days, or big billion days which you see in Amazon, or Great India Shopping Festival which you see in Amazon. It's big billion days at Flipkart and Great India Shopping Festival which you see in Amazon. These are the few ways to drive consumption. And the category managers of various product categories work in tandem with the overall marketing team to drive their category. Similarly, you also have an option in insurance to drive your product category in the online space. So in life insurance there are various category of products. In general insurance there are various category of products. In life insurance, to name a few category would be a traditional product, ULIP product or unit linked products, or plain term insurance, or child plans, so or retirement plans. So these are the various category of products in life insurance. In general insurance category, it will be more related to the overall segment, like motor insurance segment, travel insurance, health insurance, or say home insurance. These are the various segments or various categories on which you can work as a product manager. Other option in careers in insurance would be managing the website and the online sales. So if somebody who of you are technical graduates who understand how and website works, the technology behind the website, the coding part, the JavaScripts and the HTML part of website, how it works, then you can also have a career in managing the technical aspect of the website and driving online sales. Because if your website is up and running, if your website has got a better customer experience which you work on and create, this will enhance your online sales. This will improve your revenue per click in your website, and this will also improve your visit to quote and quote to purchase, final purchase. So this is a second segment wherein you can make a career out of insurance. Third is the conventional or the traditional marketing, which is digital marketing. If you have got understanding of social media marketing or performance marketing, or you have idea of SEO, which is a bit of a technical part. If you've got knowledge regarding that, or if you want, if you have a small, you can do some small courses online to have an idea of SEO and digital marketing. So you can carve out a career out of digital marketing and SEO. Plus, the other option while going digital is digital partnership and strategic alliances. So you have an option of reaching out to various companies with your products portfolio and the bouquet of products which you have and the services which you offer to your customers, and create a bundle solution for customers of that company with whom you are trying to pitch in a distribution partnership option. For example, tie up with Flipkart, or tie up with Amazon, or tie up with Ola or Uber. So in one of my previous companies, I tied up with Flipkart to sell insurance for TV and refrigerators and mobile phones. So when you buy on the Flipkart platform, so that's a tie-up. So for this, you need to understand the product, and you need to understand the how a customer in Flipkart behaves, and you have to understand the customer psychology, the behavior, why is buying the product online, and basis that stitch a plan or create a solution around that process to bundle insurance while buying a phone or a mobile phone or a color television, or color television, or any other electronic products on the platform. Plus, you can also do a lot of tie-ups in the travel tech category, like partner with OYO to sell certain insurance solution, partner with Make My Trip to sell travel solutions, partner with Ola or Uber to provide accident insurance solutions. So there are various opportunities which you'll have in partnership. So Digital partnership and strategic alliances is one of the key distribution these days since last 4 or 5 years, and I've worked in this strategic partnership role also in my previous company. So it's a huge opportunity, career opportunity to meet a lot of people, understand various insurance, various industry, how the in various industry works, and how you can create solution for those industry. You have to be very innovative and very go getter to reach out to those companies with your solution. Plus, you also have a career opportunity in your traditional distribution channel, which is agency channel or a bank assurance channel or a broker channel, and bring in your digital knowledge to help the traditional channel digitize or improve their digital footprint or digital distribution to reach out to more customers. So these are few career opportunities which you have in insurance. But before you all take a plunge in insurance industry as a career, I will also like to inform you that this insurance industry is very tough. I won't say it's an easy cakewalk. It will be an easy cakewalk for everybody because it has got tremendous opportunity as well as it has got tremendous pressure. You have to understand that. So I request all of you to learn more about insurance industry before you take a plunge to make a career out in insurance. To know what are your strengths, work on your strengths. I was not a technical guy, but I learned technology, how website works, how website functions, how a mobile app works, or how a mobile website works. How do you design websites so that it is compatible both in desktop and in mobile? So I've learned over the years. So I request you to be a keen learner because insurance industry is evolving, the distribution models are evolving, the technology is evolving. So what I learned 5 years back in digital marketing doesn't hold good today. In 2013, 2014, I was doing a lot of affiliate marketing. I was doing cost per lead. This doesn't work these days. Now we have completely different dimension to digital marketing. Now the reach to the customer is different. We reach earlier we used to do mass reach to the customer. These days we don't do mass reach. We personalize reach. So we personalize sending customer centric communication to each and every potential customer. So digital marketing is also evolving. So keep abreast of the latest technology, or the latest trends taking place in the digital industry, digital marketing, plus overall industry. And I won't talk much. I request you, all the young students at IRM who are eager to join the corporate world within a couple of months, to ask questions. I don't want to make it just a monologue. Let it be a two-way talk. I guess I have spoken enough in terms of insurance industry's evolution in last 20 years, the digitization which has taken place, plus the opportunities which you have in insurance as a career. Now I'll make the house open for question and answer session, and I'll be glad to answer all your queries. So can somebody help me
Yes,
to
certainly,
let
sir.
me know what are the questions which the students might have?
Yes, certainly. We have Dr. Surbhi with us, so he'll be helping us in this regard. She's again
Hey,
a
Surbhi.
professor for marketing.
Hey, Surbhi, hi.
Hi, Samrat. How are you? I'm all good.
I'm good.
So listening to you is really very interesting. Your enriching experience. So before I proceed with my students, I would like to ask one question, if you allow me.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, the entire thing that even I'm taking care of marketing subjects here, and probably digitization or digitalization is one of the immense component that we can think of. It's being an integral element every now and then. But as far as insurance industry is concerned, Samrat, then probably, as you said, that after 2010, the trend hasn't taken up the momentum. So my inquisitiveness is regarding that when things have been moreover, the 100% revolve around this digitalization, then what are the challenges that basically the companies, specifically to the insurance, have faced initially? What, according to you, can be the constraints? What, according to you, were the major roadblocks actually in adoption of this practice?
Surbi, I missed your voice in between. So if I could understand correctly, you want to understand what are the challenges of an insurance company to go digital.
Exactly. So exactly, I want to know initially after 2010, what were the major roadblocks, constraints, and major challenges that has been faced by the such insurance companies when they adopted this digital mode?
Okay. So as I said, briefly mentioned in my slide, that insurance companies are basically risk undertakers, right? They underwrite risk. Be it a life insurance company, they underwrite life risk. If it's a general insurance company, they underwrite general risk involved for the product. If it's a motor insurance, so what is the risk motor car will have? So they will underwrite that. They will price the product accordingly. They will write that. So they are not technology companies, right? They are not technology companies. They are typical traditional financial service company or insurance companies. Now, when this insurance company, no, there was a talk in late 200s. I mean, 2008, 2009 in the boardroom where every CEO would be told that we have to go digitization. Every CEO understands how to make it digital. So what they knew was we need to have a website, we need to have our products. Now, while you have your products online, their mindset was of how a risk underwriter would work. Okay, I want all these complete details from the customer. So if in life insurance, there I remember there were around 200 details we used to take from a customer to fill up a 8-page form in life insurance. Now, when this digitalization started taking place, they have replicated the same form in the digital mode. So there is no customer experience, there is no user experience, there is no seamlessness in the journey, right? Customer wants, if you go to Flipkart, you buy in few clicks, you select your category of product you want to buy mobile. If you are fascinated with a certain brand, you type the brand or the model, you click, you see the features, you see the price, you see warranty, you see some reviews, and you click buy, do the payment, and your delivery is done in next 2 days or 3 days, or depending on the product, right? Insurance company, they didn't in early 2000 when digitalization was taking place, they didn't understand all these things. What they knew is I need to have my product, but my product will have the same features which was there in a physical form. I'll have 200 details, point details I have to take from the customers. So it took around 4 or 5 years for the insurance company, the initial insurance company who took a plunge in the digital, to understand how it works. So they took a leaf out of the e-commerce industry in terms of creating seamless customer journeys. Now today, if you want to buy a motor insurance product in any of the insurance companies portal or in any of the comparison insurance portal, comparison could be Bank Bazaar or a Policy Bazaar or a Easy Policy, where you can compare various policies. They are distributors where you can buy. Now you will see that the process is very simple now. For motor insurance, just 4 or 5 details you give, what's the premium of your car, you pay, you come out. You put your mobile number and your email ID, which is the basic to reach out to you. The additional detail which you provide is your car registration number, car make model. These are the basically 2 details they ask. The registration number will define from which city or which territory your car belongs to, basis which there is a pricing. So they will ask that, and they will ask the make model. So whether it's a Maruti make, and what is the model. For example, model is Suzuki Swift, Maruti Swift. So basis that the pricing is there. So it is so simple. Now, earlier, they used to ask a lot of details. If you look at life insurance, as I said, today you can buy life insurance in just 3 or 4 clicks. In one click, you have to, in each click, you have to put in 3 or 4 details, total around 12 to 20 details at the max, and you are done and you buy the insurance. So learning the challenges was to bring in that seamlessness, number one, bringing that experience to the customer, because the customers who are coming online and buying life insurance are all millennials, or buying online are millennials. They are used to experience, right? They spend time in Mintra, they spend time in Nika, they spend time in Make My Trip, they spend time in Amazon, Flipkart. So you have to give that sort of an experience in terms of buying. So that was the initial challenge. Second, the CEOs understood that mere digitization or lip service won't work. We need to understand that you can take it just as a cost. You have to understand that this is a huge cost in the initial. So they started taking it as a capital expenditure rather than OPEX. So they started taking it as a CAPEX. So they understood the importance of digitalization. Hence, they started investing there. So one of my previous companies last year, the CEO announced they will spend 200 crores in next 2 years to improve their digital services. So you can imagine how CEOs are thinking now. They want to compete with Amazons of the world. And when you are tying up with the Amazons and Flipkarts of the world, you would also need to have your system as robust as a tech company. Those are tech companies, but we are insurance companies. Now, insurance companies now are evolving to become tech companies or insure-tech companies. Now, there are other insure-tech companies coming up, right? Digit and Echo, though they are insurance companies, but they project themselves as a insure-tech companies or a technology companies. Now, if we are competing with new age insurance companies or new age insure-tech distributors like Toffee Insurance or Bajaj Finserv or say Policy Bazaars of the world, now you also have to overhaul your technological system at the back end so that you can compete with the best of the world who offers customers with the best of technology. So those are the challenges which initially we faced.
Okay.
I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Yeah, actually very elaborative, very descriptive one. Thanks much, Samrat. So there are a few students as well who are pretty enthusiastic to ask few questions to you. So do we have Kushagra here? Kushagra, are you there?
Ma'am, I'm over here. Afternoon,
Yeah.
ma'am. Afternoon, sir.
Hey, afternoon.
Sir, I had this question that what will the industry look like in next 10 years in the same field of the marketing in the e-commerce field?
You are talking about the market size in next 10 years, 20 years? This is what you're asking?
Yes, sir. It is my question. How it will grow, how it will expand, what trend it will evolve up to.
Okay. I cannot see the future, right? But what I can see is basis the present trend in the insurance industry and what will the insurance industry market size will be in next couple of years. So there has been studies done by big consultancy firms. So this is one of the consultancy firms, one of the big four consultancy firms study. They said that by 2030, insurance industry in India should be more than $400 billion. This is the market size they are projecting. Now, this includes everything, which includes life insurance, general insurance, and reinsurance put together. Reinsurance is something which we don't discuss much. It's a risk which insurance companies sell to other reinsurance companies. So if I underwrite a risk of a particular person, so of certain amount, that risk, I don't keep it with myself. I sell that risk to other reinsurance companies. So that is called reinsurance. So reinsurance is also part of insurance market only. So if you look, insurance plus reinsurance market, the study, they said that through the study, they assume that we should reach $400 billion which is presently at roughly around 180 billion or $200, which will to double from what it is today. This is in terms of market size. Now, in terms of distribution, what I see from my experience of last 17 years in insurance is there will be a lot of partnerships going around in the ecosystem. For example, you can buy insurance. You don't have to go to insurance company's website. You can buy it Policy Bazaar, which is a online distributor, right? But they are insurance distributor. But other than insurance distribution or insurance distributor, you can buy insurance in anywhere you spend time. For example, if you spend time playing games, you can buy insurance there. Or if you spend a lot of time in Amazon or Flipkart or Practo, you can buy insurance there. So I see a lot of partnerships taking place, or a lot of, so as of now it's very nascent. Insurance company, as you know, is very regulated. They cannot create a very innovative and technologically high-end product quickly, because they need permission from the regulator, and regulator is understanding how the technology is getting evolved. So they are also changing their stance. So they are also bringing in regulations so that insurance company can become more innovative in the product design, in the product customization. For example, if I want to tie up with Flipkart, Flipkart says, I want this sort of product. But as an insurance, I cannot design that product because I have to go to IRDA, file for that product. So there is a process which takes a lot of time. So IRDA has come up with the sandbox model, a couple of years back, 1.5 years back, wherein insurance companies can, ideate on a new innovative product. And if they see some success, they can file the product and IRDA can give permission. This is what the sandbox regulation says. So this is one of the ways from the regulator to bring in innovation. I see a lot of innovative products coming in. What you see presently, the solutions and offerings from the insurance company, it will completely change in next 5 to 10 years. For example, motor insurance today, last 1 year, I hardly drove my car, right? I have paid insurance for my for entire year. So technically, insurance company made money out of me. I didn't venture out because of lockdown. I didn't go to office because of lockdown. So this means my car was parked in my garage, which means zero risk for an insurance company. But I paid the premium as per the risk calculated of the last couple of years trend of the market, right? So the new regulation or the new discussion which is taking place in insurance industry is pay as per use. So you pay your premium as per use. If I don't use, I don't pay. If I use, I pay. So there is a new thing which is taking place, development taking place in the US now, especially by Tesla, which might there is apprehension that motor insurers globally will be out of business if Tesla comes into play. Tesla says that they will sell insurance. They will not only sell insurance, they will have their own insurance company to sell motor insurance. So this will be the beginning for automobile companies selling insurance, rather than automobile companies depending on insurance company to sell motor insurance. Now Tesla is saying that I have driver's behavior. I know how what is the risk, what is the behavior of the driver. I know how much he travels. I have complete data of the customer, so I can underwrite a risk better, and I can price the product better. If this becomes true, then general insurance companies selling motor insurance will be out of business in next couple of years. So technology or the evolution of technology will change the complete dynamics of insurance product management as well as distribution management. This is what I understand. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Okay, sir. It was pretty clear to me. Thank you so much for the answer.
Do we have more questions? Kriti?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, ma'am.
Hey, good
Thank you
afternoon.
for enlightening us with your experience. My question is, what are the biggest challenges facing the insurance industry?
Okay, so insurance industry is very big. Now, if we look at insurance industry, so there are three broad categories there. One is life insurance industry, other is non-life insurance. In non-life insurance, there is general insurance industry, which primarily focuses on motor, travel, and health, as well as household items or commercial insurance. Plus, we have specifically health insurance companies, which are called as standalone health insurance. So, if you look at life insurance, the challenges life insurers face is uh, over the years, life insurance has been sold as a tax saving device, right? This is how we have seen life insurance being sold in India. Now, private insurers, when they started, coming in post 2000, they started selling life insurance as not only as a tax saving device, they also started selling it as an investment, device or investment product, right? So because they were focused on ULIP, which was market linked, wherein returns would be the function of how our stock market works. If the stock market goes up, your return goes up, and vice versa, right? So it started sold in that way. Now, after the turmoil, global turmoil, financial turmoil in 2009, 2010, and a lot of issues regarding mis-selling around insurance, so life insurance industry has completely changed after that. So post 2010, they focused most on traditional plans, which LIC or the national insurer is to sell. So they started focusing on that. Plus, they also tightened that distribution around bank assurance and broker channels where mis-selling used to happen. So mis-selling was a biggest problem in life insurance industry in late 2000s. So how they solved was they completely overhauled the product mix in the distribution, number one. And number two, they started focusing more on term plan. In term plan, there cannot be any mis-selling. It's like, this is the premium at your age for this particular term. This is the premium. There is nothing to hide. Nothing can be mis-sold there, right? Only thing which a customer would ask is, what is my premium and what is my frequency? So you see, that's the product mix has changed and the distribution mix has changed. Yeah, I hope I am able to answer your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Do we have more questions?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes,
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
Sir, in your PPT, I would like to ask one thing. In your PPT, there is one point in opportunity. Focus on no frills insurance product without any external influence. So, what does this mean?
Okay, so if you look at millennials don't want any external influence. Means somebody telling, some agents or some brokers telling him, sir, this is the product, this is the feature of the product, and you should buy this is good for you. They don't want to listen to all these things. They are smart people. They want to know by themselves. They will compare it with other insurance companies product. If they find it good, they will buy. They want simple online solutions. They don't want any external influence. They don't want a call from the call center explaining the product, or they don't want a call from an agent to explain the product who is trying to sell the product. They don't want that. For example, if you want to buy a cosmetic, do you want a guidance from somebody? This is the lipstick you need to buy, or this is the mascara you need to buy. You don't need to do that, right? You know, this is what I want. You go to Nykaa, you go to Amazon or Myntra, you select cosmetic as a segment, you select the product which you want, you select the color, and you see what is the product review. If you want to compare, if you are selecting a particular brand, you want to compare with other brands, you compare it there, because there's an option of comparing it. If you find it okay, you buy. You don't get, you don't want external influence. You should buy this color is in, or no, I bought this color, why don't you buy this? You don't want that. You want simple thing which is available at your disposal, which is simple to buy, simple to compare, and where again the payment process is simple. So this is what it means, that youngsters these days doesn't want any influence by a banker to sell insurance or an agent to sell insurance to him. He or she will come directly to a website, compare and buy by himself or herself. This is what it means. And they don't want any complicated product. They don't buy term insurance. They don't buy, endowment insurance. They don't buy ULIP insurance. They know the simple thing is in insurance, in life insurance, is to buy a term product wherein after death, the nominee or the beneficiary will get the required amount. This is what he wants, and he buys that. I
Thank
hope
you
I'm
so
able
much,
to answer
sir.
your question now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anyone in the group
Yes,
to
ma'am.
ask?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Consider-
Swapnil, Prerna, and Ishita. So we can start with Swapnil first.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, good afternoon, Sapna.
So my question is, any trend which is emerging and can sustain?
Any trend? So digital is a trend which is there in insurance industry in terms of distribution, and this is going to sustain. Now, millennials is there. In couple of years, zennials will be in the mainstream in the working stream. So those people who are who have grown up using mobiles and buying buying everything online. These days classes are going online. So imagine as a 10-year-old student who studies in class 3 or class 4 doing an online class, what that person will behave when that person is 20-25 years old, starts earning and want to buy something. Everything he or she will buy online. So digital is going to stay. Digital distribution. In digital distribution, there which will sustain in long term is simple channel specific products. I'll tell you what does it mean. For example, if you are a home loan buyer, or if you have bought a house with a home loan, now you want to cover that risk, right? If something happens to you, what will happen to your immediate family member, right? Because your house is on loan. So technically bank will take the house back if the loan is not paid, right? So what you do is you buy a mortgage term insurance, right? Mortgage linked term insurance, which is called as MRTA products, or these days these are called as credit life products. So these are technically mortgage reducing term insurance products sold by life insurance, and similar product are also sold by general insurance company in a different model. They call it group term insurance, group personal accident policies. So, right now, the objective of both the products are same. In case of anything happens to you in terms of eventuality, the the money goes to the banks who have financed the home loan. Now, these products these days, these products are designed as per the suitability of an insurance company. These are not customer centric, right? So going forward, it will be more customer centric product. That means if somebody has got a better credit rating, better credit score, his or her premiums will be less. It will be more customized to his or her needs. For example, if I lose a job because of a pandemic, or if I lose a job because of certain reasons, will this also cover loss of job will also get covered. So these are few of the features which is there presently, but this is not there in a customized way. It's there in a broad general term. So in future, I see more of customization taking place in terms of product offerings to customers. I hope I'm able to answer your question, Swapnil.
Yes, sir.
Any other question?
Yes, ma'am.
Kapil, ma'am.
Kapil, yeah.
Yeah,
Please go
good
ahead.
afternoon, sir.
Hey, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. I'm Kapil. Recently got placed with ICICI Prudential as management trainee, sir. Sir, I want to know after
Congratulations.
working. Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir, I want to know after working for 2 to 3 years, can I switch to general insurance, sir?
Okay, Kapil, I'll tell you my career graph so that you will understand better. So I started from campus. I got through Videocon Industries. So I worked there for 2 years. In 2002, I passed out. So 2002 to 2004, I worked in Videocon Industries selling TV, fridge, and washing machine in a typical FMCD distribution model. Post that, insurance industry at the time was nascent, and they were hiring people. They were, distribution. They are augmenting the distribution. I joined Builder Sun Life Insurance in 2004 in agency distribution. So I was at the time, my hometown is Guwahati, Assam, which is in Assam. So there I joined. After that, I worked there for a year in the agency distribution. Then I got an opportunity in ICICI Prudential Life Insurance, where I spent 11 years. I joined and I started bank assurance distribution based out of Northeast. I grew up in ICICI from area manager. I grew up to zonal head, managing the entire East distribution for bank assurance. Then internally, I took up internal job posting transfer to Bombay in e-commerce. So in 2013, I came to e-commerce team in Bombay, where I started learning about website, how the technology works, how a website works, what is that technology technique behind the website, how a website run, how to make customer buy your products online, how do you manage the call center, how do you manage the drop leads, all these things. So I've learned that in ICICI Prudential. And after that, I shifted to digital. So after you are there, once you are there in digital and digital, then in digital capacity, you can shift to any industry. You can shift to general insurance, you can shift to broking. Today, I am in general insurance company in ICICI Lombard. But before that, I was at Tata AIG managing the digital distribution and partnerships. So that was my first stint in general insurance. Presently in ICICI Lombard, again in general insurance, but in a different category altogether, in an SME product or a commercial line of product, where I manage a website which is India's first platform for commercial products. So today, you find a lot of companies selling insurance online, but they are not commercial products. They are all retail products which caters to you and me. But there is no insurance company selling commercial line of products which caters to a business, which caters to a businessman, where he can buy online. He is dependent on brokers or agents. So that's what I manage these days. So depends on how you create your niche. You have to create your niche in a particular category. If you are into bank assurance distribution, so may I know which distribution channel you are in ICICI Prudential?
Not assigned yet, sir. Sir, I have
Not
to
assigned.
join next month, sir. Yes, sir.
So you will be based out of Jaipur, or will be based out of Delhi, based out of Bombay?
Sir, Rajasthan, Hanumangarh, sir.
They will be based. So you will be placed in Hanumangarh, they said.
No, sir. Ahmedabad, sir. Location
Based on
is
Ahmedabad.
finalized. Yes.
Okay, if they are placing you in Ahmedabad, that will be in a traditional distribution channel. You will be right. So learn the basics of distribution there. Try to keep an eyes and ears open in digital distribution. See internally in your website, you will be able to see opportunities of internal job posting. The regular the HR rule says that you have to be in a position for more than 2 years to apply for a internal job posting in a different department. So if you see an opportunity or if you are keen in working in digital or product management or in digital marketing, if you see an opportunity in internal job posting, apply for that and try to shift. Okay, and
Okay,
provided you learn the distribution model well and you have certain idea about digital, then you can easily shift to general insurance also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
But ICICI Prudential is one of the great company to work with. I spent 11 years, starting 11 years of my career there.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, all the best, Kapil.
Thank you, sir.
There is one more participant in the meeting, I guess, Ashutosh Sinha, who wants to ask.
He is my senior. He is my senior. Yeah, he is my senior.
I'm so sorry. He has texted in the chat box. So first, I think I should invite him for the question. Mr.
Yeah.
Ashutosh.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, hi, sir.
I have a couple of questions with you, and this is adding to Dr. Surbhi's question. You did speak about how insurance companies should guard against. I want to understand, and you also spoke about how individuals who want to make a career in the industry should guard against. So if you could give us a example, probably what an individual who is starting his career in the insurance industry should guard against. That is my first question. Second question is, you also spoke very highly about partnerships and strategic alliances. Can you please tell us what percentage of your business does a partnership or strategic alliances contribute? And the last question is that if you could give a specific example. I understand that you've just joined ICICI and you're heading the SME business. Can you give an example of the resilience or the issue that you faced, and what resilience that you on a continuous basis took to kind of turn around an adverse situation to your benefit, which is a live example of what you did, which was not something to your liking, but you turned around to your benefit.
Okay. To answer your first question, if I've understood it correctly, you wanted to know, what is it takes for a person to sustain in insurance industry. This is what you meant, right? In your first question?
Exactly.
Okay.
Agree.
Okay. So to answer that, I guess this is a very pertinent question, especially for youngsters who are listening and wants to make a career in insurance. See, as I said, each industry is challenging, right? And each industry is dynamic. So when I was in the campus during our times, I guess the coveted placement would be in an FMCG company, be it Pidilite or be it HLL or PNG or Cadbury or Nestle. So those are considered, big distribution companies or companies who had a huge fan following, among the students to make a career out of that in distribution. I also had a same thing, right? So I joined. I didn't get an opportunity in FMCG. I got in consumer durables. It was Videocon. Videocon was a falling brand at the time. It was a number one brand in 90s, and Videocon actually taught Indians how to wash clothes in washing machine. So coming from a brand of that repute, I learned a lot about distribution in of FMCG, but distribution in insurance is very challenging. Here, everything depends on how you perform. It's exactly like a cricket match. Now, in a cricket match, it's a pressure on either you are a batsman or a bowler. It's always on you if you're a bowler, to contain runs and take wickets, and if you're a batsman, to keep scoring at a brisk pace. So it's your individual skill and the resilience you have and the perseverance you take to achieve or drive organizational objectives. So two things which is very important is you have certain level of skills, right? Because of which you get selected in that organization. Now focus on your skill so that you become so good in your skill that others find it hard to compete with you. For example, what I did specifically was I found my niche in bancassurance. I worked first year in agency distribution. I enjoyed the job, but I found my niche in bancassurance, and hence I stayed for 11 years in ICICI Prudential, and I made a name for myself in bancassurance, because bancassurance I understood the basics of the distribution, where you need to develop relationship with the people whom we are dealing with. I'm dealing with bank people, the frontline officers, to the branch managers, to the zonal managers, to the area managers. I need to bring in a relationship management skill to fore, for which I did my best to develop that rapport with everybody at every level. And I told my team to develop rapport with everybody. Now, if you develop that rapport and build relationship, people will buy your product. It's exactly like how a doctor prescribes a medicine after a medical representative of a particular pharmaceutical company visits it. It depends on the relationship skill of that person influencing the doctor to write more prescription. Similarly, bank has got an option of selling, right now bank has got an option of selling 3 insurance companies. During my time, it was 1 insurance company, but other was general insurance company. I used to compete with general insurance company and mutual fund because I was selling, ULIPs through banks. And I used to tell banks that how ULIP is better than a mutual fund, or how ULIP is better than, or how my other, traditional products are better than, other, MRTA products which general insurance companies are selling in the bank. So that sort of skills, basics you need to understand and you need to hold on to that. As well as you need to add new skills. For example, learning few tricks of digital, learning few tricks of analytics. These days, analytics plays a major role to influence decision. If you are good at analytics and if you can study data well and present the data in a way which bring in a lot of insights, those are the skills which you need to develop, and those are the skill which will help you in your in your tough times. Those are the things which you need to have to succeed in insurance. I hope I am able to answer your first question, sir.
Yeah, definitely. One question last is that what you spoke highly about, partnership or strategic alliances. So currently,
Okay.
what percentage of your business is coming through these third party partnerships?
Okay, sir. So now question is, how do you define your digital distribution? Now, digital distribution for an insurance company are threefold. One is the basic business through the website. That means how many business conversion I'm getting straight through my website. That means customer coming to my website without any external intervention. External intervention here is the intervention from the call center. Without any intervention from the call center, he is or she is buying the product on his or her own, getting the doing the payment and issuing the policy by himself or herself. So this is one. Second is the contribution through the call center piece. Call center piece would be, any customers dropping from your website, you get that lead, you call up that customer, try to sell the, sell the customer online by pushing or nudging him to the call center. This is the second aspect of digital distribution. The third aspect of digital distribution is tying up with new age IRDA licensed distributors like web aggregators or brokers like CoverFox, or web aggregators like Policy Bazaar or say Easy Policy. So they are financial service companies. They are a part of insurance. They are licensed by IRDA. So this is the third segment through which you get digital business. And the fourth segment through which you get digital business is the partnership business, which is the strategic alliances business. So this segment is very, very new. This segment is very, very nascent. If you ask me from the strategic alliances piece, how much business it will contribute, it will contribute not more than to 1 or less than 1% of overall business of a company, because this is an evolving industry. And right now, what the product solution which I'm offering to a ecosystem player is my traditional products which I have. Right now, they want a very customized, simple sachet size insurance product, for which insurance companies are working with the regulator. Regulator is understanding the importance of bringing regulations to bring in a lot of innovation in product management. And you will see, as innovation comes in, the distribution to the ecosystem will increase, and the contribution to the business from the ecosystem or the digital alliances or strategic alliances will increase from present less than 1% or 1% to it might go to 20-25% in next 5 years time. This is what my understanding about the digital distribution. And moreover, Policy Bazaar is growing day by day. If we look at the digital distribution of insurance company in India, and 5 years back, it was just around 600 crore market. Today, it is around 2000 crore market, digital distribution. Wherein you sell through your website, you sell through Policy Bazaars of the world, you sell through other digital distributors. So this market 5 years back, it was only 600 crores, both life insurance and general insurance put together. Now, general insurance would be around 1200, 1300 crores, general insurance around 700-800 crores would be life insurance industry. Total 2000 crores would be the digital distribution. So this is going to increase many folds.
On a lighter note, tell me one thing.
हाँ जी सर.
अगर मैंने गलती से पॉलिसी बाजार पे कोई पॉलिसी चेक कर ली, will you kill me following up with the calls? Does that add to your business?
Sir, one thing which we have been taught in B school is to become aggressive. As a salesperson, we have to be aggressive, not to let any opportunity miss. So any distributor, if they get a lead, they will try to, follow up the customer till the customer doesn't buy. So that's how a normal sales cycle works, right?
Till the customer doesn't buy or shuts your phone on your mouth.
No, so there is ways you can tell that I was just checking, please delete my number, please don't call. I don't think they will bother you, because even I have, given my number in Policy Bazaar. If they follows up with me for a particular product, I say that I was just checking. I am from an insurance company. Don't bother me. They don't bother me. But
so
if you ask them,
you're not on DND, so we have all the rights to bother you.
Sir, again, TRI guidelines clearly says that when you make a voluntary disclosure to be called, because all insurance companies and all those distribution companies you are talking about, they take a voluntary disclosure from you that since you have come to my website to check certain things, our representative will call back and this will override your DND. So you voluntarily or explicitly say that you should be called, hence they give you a call.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sam.
Yeah, any other questions?
So I found in chat box our director ma'am, Dr. Jessie ma'am has mentioned a very good question. So ma'am, would you like to proceed?
Yeah, very good evening, Samrat.
Hey, good evening, ma'am.
One question which I wanted to ask, it is very much related to the present pandemic situation. Was there any underwrite loss that the industry might have faced because of the pandemic, and how you people have dealt with the same?
It's a very good question, ma'am. Coming from somebody who understands insurance and the risk management. So health insurance industry is reeling under tremendous loss. Health, especially standalone health insurance companies. For general insurance companies like us, we can negate that loss from health business through better business from other segments. So standalone health insurance companies are in red. Those who have written products, which is now, if you look at health insurance, now the more older your policy is, it's more risk you take, because till first 4 years there are a lot of exclusions, right? For example, pre-existing disease doesn't cover in first 4 years, or say certain maternity is not covered in first 4 years, or certain clauses are there which doesn't cover in first 4 years. So moment a health insurance policy is more than 4 years old, the risk, from the risk perspective, the health insurance takes more risk. So any health insurance companies who are more than 5 years old in terms of their customer book, they are facing major problems. So they actually are running under huge losses because the pandemic has brought in huge claims.
Okay. When you talk about investment, one other question which I wanted to ask, when you talk about investment, we always talk about creating a portfolio. So can we think about creating a portfolio for a customer in the insurance industry as well? Can we think in that line as well?
So, ma'am, rightly mentioned. What I understand is creating a insurance portfolio, right? Life, health, general,
For a customer.
specific for a customer. Now,
Yeah.
insurance as a products category, insurance penetration is hardly 5 or 6% if you look at an individual basis. But if you look at the government initiatives of, what government has taken since last 6-7 years. So these are all part of group insurance. So if you include that, then the penetration might be around 15 to 20%. But those are not real penetration because customer doesn't know that he has or she has got insurance. And now I don't know whether you are aware or not. There is also an insurance against your PF account.
Yes.
From 2 lakhs to 7 lakhs. Hardly
Yes.
anybody knows. Even a educated person, even I'm sure some of my friends from insurance industry doesn't know that they have got insurance.
Okay.
So, ma'am, so people are not aware of insurance. The problem
Yes.
is that now we are talking about creating a portfolio. Now there is a company which is called Bima Pay, which is a new insurtech company. It's a distribution company. They are trying to create the same thing which you are mentioning. What they are trying to say is create a Bima Pay account with them, and we'll create an insurance portfolio for you. We'll simplify because insurance is an agreement, right? It's a legal agreement
Yes.
between an insurer and the customer, and it's a very technical thing, and there are a lot of jargons. People don't understand half of the jargons.
Yes.
90% of the
That was
jargons
my
people don't
next
understand.
question.
So 90% of the people don't understand jargons. Even I, from an insurance industry, even today, after spending so much of years in insurance, I don't know 100% of the insurance jargons because it's changing. I am learning. I am also learning. So nobody in insurance industry would be able to vouch that he or she knows 100% about insurance, because insurance is such a vast topic. If somebody knows all about distribution, might not know much about underwriting, much about actuarial calculation. So there are lot of things come into play. Doesn't know more about claims. So I can be good at distribution, knowing the product management and distribution, but I might not be good at risk management, actuarials, or say claims. Claims management is also one of the important aspects of insurance business. So I am from the front end side of the distribution of the insurance distribution. So insurance, if you look at, people don't understand a lot of jargons. So I'm sure it will take at least a couple of years for people to understand insurance. Moment it comes into a normal lexicon, that insurance is an important thing, it's a part of our life, then only you will see that people will start creating a bouquet for themselves, or a book for themselves for insurance, life insurance, term insurance, health insurance. Now people are buying a lot of health insurance now. Pandemic has led to huge business for the health insurance company also. Their businesses are increasing. Small insurance company, health insurance company who is to do 500-600 crores a year, they are reaching 1,000 crores. So this pandemic is though it causing a lot of pain in terms of claims, but at the same time it is also helping health insurance companies to garner a lot of premium from the market. I hope I'm able to answer your question, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
The last question from my side is, have you ever observed that these customers across the, from baby boomers to Generation Z, is there any fluctuation happening with respect to the product cycle that they are looking forward to and the product preferences, or is it still the same? And is IRD customizing itself according to the changing need, even though you are...
Ma'am, what I understood from your question is how products are getting influenced in terms of certain segments of population coming into play and buying insurance. For example, millennials to baby boomers and zennials. This is what you were trying to say, ma'am? Okay. So as of now, there is no change. Only change which I have seen in life insurance industry is people focusing on pure term insurance. This is hence since last 5-6 years, you will see term insurance, every company is launching various, variety of the term insurance. Term insurance with a lot of features. Now, initially, term insurance used to be a very simple vanilla product without much of funfair. These days, you see term insurance comes with a lot of features. So what has influenced companies' decision to bring in a lot of features is because term insurance distribution or demand is getting generated through millennials, and millennials want something more in that plain term insurance. Hence, this is the present trend which I see in term insurance. Going forward, what I see is new sort of insurance coming into play, which will be very sachet-side product, small ticket size product. For example, I sold a product in my previous, in my previous company was selling cycle insurance. This was India's first cycle insurance I sold. Now, in front end, it was if you buy a bicycle, these days people buy bicycle not because it's a mode of transportation, but as a because of health reasons, right? You see a lot of urban people using cycles, and cycle sales has started increasing. There was a decline in early 2000. Post 2012, I met Mr. Pankaj Munjal, who is the owner, with the chairman of Hero Cycles. He says that market has increased post 2012, and since 2015, he's saying we have launched various types of cycles. Now they have launched electric cycles also. So those varieties are also coming. So cycle market is increasing. So Hero being the market leader, we tied up with them. We sold cycle insurance. At the back end, there is no innovation. It was simple personal all risk. If somebody from insurance who understand, it's a plain cover, anything at your house will be covered. It is called personal all risk. If you buy this product, so if you have got any jewelry, any electronic items at your home, it covers again fire, burglary, and theft. It covers against these three risks. So I covered cycle under that risk. That if your cycle gets stolen, my front end pitch was cycle gets stolen or it gets accidental damage. If it's an accidental damage, I will pay for the damage, which is again like motor insurance. And if it's a loss because of theft or burglary, then I will pay you the price of the cycle, which is again like motor insurance. Right. So I took a leaf out of motor insurance and I made personal all risk to be sold as cycle insurance. So innovation, if you look at, ma'am, so there was innovation at the front end, but at the back end, it was basic insurance product. So if you ask me, Samrat, do you have something called actual cycle insurance filed with IRDA? I don't have. So pedal cycle insurance was there in early 70s and 80s. Sold by public general insurance, but they never focused. So this product is still there with them, but they never sell. So now after my experiment with Hero Cycles in my previous stint, now a lot of companies are coming up with the new varieties of cycle insurance. You will see backpack insurance. I sold backpack insurance. I tied up with Wildcraft selling backpack insurance. That means your backpack gets stolen, it's covered. No question asked. Whatever the price of the backpack, I will pay you. So those are the innovation which I am bringing in terms of strategic alliances. What Ashutosh sir was asking, Ashutosh Sinha sir was asking is how much business will contribute from those strategic alliances. It's still nascent. But in future you will see a lot of sachet products coming in. Will take the market by storm. I hope I'm able to answer your question, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I hope there are no more questions as of now.
Hi. One more last thing.
Yes,
I know we have taken lots and lots of your time.
No, ma'am. I guess so. It's just 1.5 hours. It's 2 hours, 2 and 3 hours. You said we have time till that time, right? So
I mean, I always have a view of this, and probably the students might also, would in their heart acknowledge the same, that insurance is considered to be a necessary evil, right?
True.
And usually the students are not willing to go for this sector, as in choosing for their placements and all that stuff. They actually somehow would, as you were mentioning, you were also had Pidlite into your list and something, all these brands. So I understand, and I mean, that is the scene, that is the scenario that we face usually. But what a piece of advice that you'd like to give, that this sector is good And what is your view on this? I mean, I understand that you have been on the helm of affairs in this sector, certainly. But what drove you here? What motivated you here? And what a piece of advice that you'd like to share to the students who actually are not actually willing to go for, but are somewhere going, that kind of stuff?
Okay. A very important question you have asked. And I spent my time at the most of the difficult times in insurance during 2009 to 2011, where insurance industry were looked down upon because of mis-selling, because of people making money because by doing things which are not ethically right. I have seen people appreciating me that I am working insurance, but after some years people started avoiding me because I work in insurance. So people, I have seen people not, I won't say ostracizing, it will be a very tough word, but I've seen people avoiding me in society moment they came to know I am from insurance, and they used to look down upon. If you look at, if I use typical Hindi words which they use is, "Tum log to insurance bechu wale ho, tum log aise kahin bhi pahunch jate." So these are the terms which I have listened, from various folks, in society and in my place. But insurance now has changed. Now insurance company, so it was a fault of insurance company also because of doing numbers. If you pressurize people, people will find out ways to do that numbers. Hence, you see mis-selling. If you look at cricket these days, because of fast scoring pattern which has come today in T20, the cricket dynamics, batsman dynamics has changed. What not shots you see today. So this is what has happened in insurance also, because of achieving those numbers. Now, insurance company have realized that distribution has to be in such a way so that people doesn't feel cheated. So people used to feel cheated in buying insurance, especially life insurance. General insurance, again, it's a need-based product. So, and moreover, it is mandated by law. So if you have a motor car, you have to buy a motor insurance because it is mandated by law under Motor Vehicle Act of 1988. Life insurance is not mandated. So life insurance, especially in life insurance, people used to feel cheated when someone sold insurance. So that thing has completely changed post 2013. Now insurance company focused on term insurance and started focusing selling it on their website. So moment you start selling on the website, so there is no external influence to influence you other than the economic models which you use, nudge theory which you use to nudge a customer to buy, right? That's how you design in your journey. Other than that, there is no external influence. Hence, the adoption of insurance through digital medium has improved. Plus, it has also changed the overall, negative view of the life insurance industry, because insurance industry became more serious about distributors. They started penalizing distributors wherein mis-selling complaints came. Banks, selling insurance. RBI came heavily, strongly on them. So they tightened their distribution regulation process, or the selling process. How it will be sold. There were calls going to the customer from the bank's side or insurance company side. This has been told to you, whether all these things have been explained to you or not. If you're not happy, then we'll refund your policy. So those are the proactive steps taken by insurers now. Today, I don't think that negative connotation for life insurance industry is there. But I understand that youngsters are averse to selling insurance because they find that you have to be following up with a customer. So that is something which youngsters don't like, which I have seen, which we as an, I guess a lot of HR has understood this. So we are changing the role of youngsters from the campuses when we are hiring. So when we are hiring, so I hired from campus this time. So most of our hires are for product management and for analytics. So I have taken people for product management and for analytics, and for plain distribution, which is agency distribution or banker distribution, we don't hire from campus. We hire people who are graduates with 1 or 2 years of experience. We are that category of people who want to aspire to work in a corporate. So for frontline selling, our hiring pattern has changed. So I think the students at IRM should not think negative about insurance, because I made a career out of insurance industry. Passed out in 2002, graduated from IRM. Since 2004, I am in insurance industry. So I am a living example from IRM who has done well in insurance. I won't say I have done very well, but I'll say I have done reasonably well in my career. But there is a lot to learn for me also in insurance. I hope I'm able to answer your question, Tajani.
Perfectly fine, sir.
I would love to hear a few more questions from students if they have any questions regarding any apprehension they have about the industry, because that is more important, because insurance industry, I know, as Tarjani ma'am, you have rightly put in, has got a lot of negativity around. Students don't want to join life insurance or a general insurance company. Kapil, I guess, asked one of the questions, who joined ICICI Prudential. And ICICI Prudential, I worked there for 11 years, and it's a fantastic organization to work with. Very employee-friendly organization, but at the same time there will be tremendous pressure. But if you are able to handle that pressure, I'm sure Kapil can grow, in ICICI Prudential. And other folks or friends of Kapil who are there listening, I'm sure this will give you a lot of confidence now. First of all, one of your batchmates or one of your friends getting placed in ICICI Prudential. And I talked how ICICI Prudential is all about as an insurance company.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experience with us and enlightening us with the latest trends and era. We hope to look upon your work and achieve success like you in future. Now, I would request our respected Director, FMS IRM, Dr. Jessie John Ma'am, for extending the vote of thanks.
Very good evening to all the students, Samrat, Dr. Tarjani, and all the faculty members. It was actually you can say it is almost going to be 2 hours of taxing, and Mr. Samrat was going on speaking even without a break. I appreciate your skills for that. And without any break, you are conversing with the students. And it was a really eye-opening session for the students as well, because one of the crux which I was able to make out from this whole conversation is the passion to grow with the industry, with the sector, with the organization, and develop your skill sets. I think this is the crux which you wanted to communicate with the students, and it was well communicated with students that irrespective of the sector with which you are associated with, it is going to be the skill sets, it is going to be the knowledge that is going to make you different, that is going to make you a different person in that particular industry, irrespective of the industry. And as Tarjani ma'am was saying, ICICI Prudential came to the campus, and we would like to invite ICICI Lombard also to the campus, so that we still have 2 students left to be placed. So we will be really happy if you can think of considering your alma mater for the placements as well. So I'm so sorry for being a bit selfish, but didn't come to the placement services. I'm a bit selfish in that particular situation. I'm so sorry for that. And I'm really happy that many of you attended and you have all asked so many good questions. It is actually, insurance is a world which is yet to be explored, because it has now covered only 2% of the whole market. So naturally, there is around 95% or 98% growth you can expect. So it is an industry with which you can grow with, explore various new silos as well, develop your own niche skill sets, so that you will be able to make your own mark in that particular sector in your own way. And thanks a lot, Samrat Ghosh, for sparing your time. And I think we have got another alumni also, Ashutosh.
Ashutosh, yeah, Ashutosh Sinha is 2 years senior to me. He is from 98 2000 batch, BM batch.
Okay. Thank you, Ashutosh Sinha sir, also for sparing your time to be with us. We look forward for your session as well in the future days to come. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Anything for Samrat,
Yeah, look forward.
Sir, thank you so much. Honored.
It was good. It is amazing, really. It is a great, insightful session, I would believe. And we look forward to many of these happening. So great work. I think everyone at IRM.
Thank you, sir.
We look forward for more such sessions under the aegis of Alumni Talk series.
Definitely. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Definitely, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Bye-bye. You take care.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Tarjani, ma'am. Thank you, Rustam, sir. Special thanks to you for helping me out with the presentation, for moving the presentation forward. Hope to see you soon, ma'am. When I am there next time in Jaipur, will come and visit my college. Ashutosh sir, whenever I am there in Gurgaon, so he pulls me to Jaipur college. Let's go to Jaipur.
I am more than happy to be your driver.
So next time when I am there with him, I'm sure he'll pull me to Jaipur, and I'm sure I'll come and meet you all.
We will love to host you as well.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a nice day, and all of you please take care of yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. And all the best, students.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.